You're watching David McElroy TV.
I want to give up on this world. I want to give up on the human race. I go back and forth between rage and numbness about what I see from my fellow human beings. I'm angry at the willful ignorance and delusion. I'm angry at the rampant dishonesty. I'm numb that people allow themselves to believe hateful idiocy, and I know there's nothing I can do about it. So I swing wildly between two competing parts of my mind. One part of me still clings to the belief that life can be beautiful, that love is real, that truth matters, that something sacred still flickers in this broken world. This part of me sees the way things ought to be and aches for those things. It dreams of deep soul level connection, of a home where peace lives, of a life anchored in what's true and good and lasting. But there's another part of me that rolls its eyes and scoffs. That part has been hurt more times than I care to count. It remembers the idiocy, the lies, the self deception of the masses who have given in to blindly following their passions and hatreds. That part of me sees a world that often mocks what's pure and rewards what's evil. And that part of my mind whispers to me, "You're a fool if you keep believing." These two parts of me wrestle every day. The idealist still believes in love. The cynic keeps pointing to the scars and the new wounds. It's not a battle I asked for. I never wanted to become suspicious of what's good. I didn't set out to doubt people's intentions or question the stories I used to believe in. But the world bruises you when you live with your heart wide open. It knocks the wind out of you in ways that don't heal quickly. The older I get, the more I understand why so many people shut down. I understand why so many trade dreams for distractions and empty pleasures, why they choose safety over vulnerability. I understand it, but I don't want to live that way. I've been tempted, though, because it hurts me to watch what people choose to become. It confuses me that they can't see what they're doing to themselves and to others, even when it's pointed out. They're so full of hatred for certain people that they end up blindly following liars and narcissists and con men of various sorts. And they can't admit what they're doing to others or to themselves. When you've poured your heart into a beautiful vision of what the world could be, of what humans could be, and had it shattered when you've seen people choose to believe lies instead, it hurts. When you've tried to live with integrity and watched people lie and cheat their way to success and leadership while you're still struggling in silence, the temptation is real. Just give up, get by, numb the ache, build walls, go through the motions. But I can't, because despite everything, despite the bruises, the disappointments, the loneliness, the nights when despair feels like a permanent resident in my heart, I still believe love is going to win. Not the kind of love the culture sells, not the shallow kind that's here today and nowhere to be found tomorrow. I mean the real kind, the hard kind, the holy kind, the kind that breaks you open and remakes you, the kind that comes from God and flows through people who've been healed enough to risk giving it away. I've seen glimpses of it, enough to know that it's real, enough to keep me hoping. Some days I want to give up on people, on relationships, on the idea that something beautiful can be built in a world this cynical. But something deeper in me, something I can't explain, keeps whispering that there's more, that love is real, that truth matters, that beauty isn't a lie. That voice is quiet, but it's persistent. And I've decided that voice is worth listening to, even when the louder voices of fear, of disappointment, of bitterness are trying to drown it out. So I keep walking, I keep believing, I keep watching, I keep hoping, I keep loving, even when it hurts, and even when the love I can give is very imperfect. I keep loving even when it costs me, even when I'm not sure others will ever see beyond their hatred, their self deception, and their ignorance. Because I'd rather be bruised for believing than be safe and hollow because I've given up. This fallen world keeps trying to make me hard, but I don't want to be a hard person. I want a heart that stays soft, even if it means I bleed more often than I'd like to, and even if the wounds and the bruises remain long after they've been forgotten by those who delivered them. It might not make sense, but I still believe love will win. I don't know when, but I know love has to win in the end.
If you'd like to get in touch with David, please send praise, money, and marriage proposals to David McElroy at mac.com. If you have a complaint or some other form of criticism, keep it to yourself. If watching David McElroy TV causes illness lasting longer than 3 hours, please see a doctor.